Good afternoon, clusters. Today we will learn about for loop, right? For loop and nested loop. So, loop I have already discussed, while loop I have discussed, do while loop I have discussed, difference between while loop and do while loop I have discussed. So, let us understand what is for loop and how it works. Okay, so let's write a program for that. Hash include stdio.h int main, sorry sorry int main. Okay, because I'm taking int main, I will write return 0. Now here, suppose I am trying to print a multiplication of a number. The number will be given by the user. Suppose I want to print the multiplication of 2, like 1 into 2 equals to 2, 1 into, 2 into 1 equals to 2, 2 into 2 equals to 4, 2 into 3 equals to 6, and so on. Okay. So for that, let's take two integer int n comma I. Okay. Then we will write, sorry, print f, enter the value of n. Then I will write scanf. Why? Because this value of n will be given by the user. Okay. And why ampersand n? Because obviously whatever value will be given by the user will be entered in the address of n. Okay. So now for, let me write the for loop, then I will discuss the syntax. Okay, equals to 1, I less than 10, so less than equals to 10, I plus plus printf the multiplication of percent d with percent d is percent d, comma the multiplication of n with I is I into n. And let me give a new line here. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it is asking me to enter the value of n. Suppose I enter 3. Let's press enter now. The multiplication of 3 with 1 is 3. 3 with 2 is 6. 3 with 3 is 9. 3 with 4 is 12. 3 with 5 is 15. And 10 till 3 with 10 is 30. Okay. So what is happening? The multiplication of 3 is getting printed from 3 into 1 to 3 to 3 into 10 equals to 30. It is getting printed. So now let us try to understand the for loop. So what is happening in the for loop? In the for loop, I have taken a variable I. So I is taken a variable. First I needs to be initialized. So I is initialized with 1. Okay. Then comes the condition. Is 1 less than equals to 10? Yeah, obviously true. I is less than 1 is less than equals to 10. Then it will enter here. Okay. It will print this. The multiplication of 3 into with 1 is 3. This will be printed. Then it will come to here. That means the incrementation. Okay. So the syntax for loop is for a variable, and the variable should be initialized, then the condition, and then the incrementation. The incrementation will come after printing this. Okay, after printing this, it will come here. I will becomes I plus 1, that is 2. Now again from now I becomes 2. Here again it will come here. Obviously initialization it won't go there, because you will only initialize the I with ones, right? After that you will always increment I, not initialize I. So now I will come here. What is my I? My I is 2 now. So 2 is less than equals to 10. It will enter here. 3 into 2 will get printed. Then again it will come here. I plus 1. That means 2 plus 1 is 3. Again condition will be checked. 3 is less than equals to 10. Again it will come here. 3 into 3 equals to 9. Then again 3 plus 1 will happen. 3 plus 1 is 4, and so on until I becomes 10. When I becomes 10, 10 is less than equals to 10, right? 10 is equals to 10. So it will enter here. Now what will happen once it enters here? 3 into 10 is 30. This 30 will get printed. Then it will come here. So 10 plus 1 becomes 11. 11 is not less than equals to 10. So it will exit from the for loop, and it will come here, and it will exit from the yeah. So you can check here printf at the end to check the value of I. What it becomes? The value of I is %d. Let's check what will be the value of I after exiting from from the for loop. Let's check it. Oh, sorry, printf the P is written in caps. See, the value of I is 11. So because the value of I becomes 11, 11 is not less than equals to 10, so it will exit from the for loop, and it will come here, and the value of 11 will get printed, and then it will exit from the for loop. So the syntax of for loop is, if I write it here, the syntax of for loop is for variable initialization, then condition, then incrementation. Okay, statement. So that is the syntax of for loop. Okay, now what is nested loop? Nested loop means loop inside another loop. Okay, so there will be a outer loop, and there will be a inner loop. First the inner loop will end, then the outer loop will end. Okay, whatever statement you have to print, you print here. You have to you can print here. Okay, so the nested loop means loop inside a loop. Okay, now I have printed, so with the help of this for loop, what I could do, I could print the multiplication of a particular number 3. But suppose I want multiplication of, like, if I enter 3, I will get multiplication of 1 ones place, then multiplication of 2's, then multiplication of 3. Okay, so for that we can use nested loop. For that I have to take another variable j, and here I will give I is less than equals to n for j equals to 1, j less than equals to 10, j plus plus, let's see what is happening here. The multiplication of eta Okay, let's see what's happening here. Let me take 3 again. Okay, it looks very odd. Okay, let me give a printf here. Printf. Let me delete this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I did not give a semicolon here, so it was giving me error. Doesn't look good now. See, now it looks good. Okay. Why am I even printing this one? This will be ing. G. Yeah. Now let's see what's happening here. Okay. See, initially when in the previous example when I was entering 3, it was giving me a multiplication of only 3, like 3 is to 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4, and until 3 into 10. But now I'm entering 3, but it is giving me a multiplication of 1 into 1 to 1 into 2, 1 into 2 10, then 2's multiplication, then 3's multiplication, right? So what I'm doing here, let's try to understand here. Here I have taken a nested loop. Okay, there is another for loop inside a for loop. Okay, so what is happening here is I am entering 3 here. So for I equals to 1, 1 is less than 3 I plus plus. Okay, skip this I plus plus for now. My n is 3. Obviously 1 is less than 3, it will enter here. Now my j is getting initialized with 1 for the very first time. 1 is less than 10. Okay, now it will come here. So what is happening? 1 into 1 is equals to 1 is getting printed. Then it will end this loop, it will come here. Now what my until and unless this condition becomes false, it will not go to the outer loop. The inner loop will first execute and the condition will become false, then only it will go to the outer loop. So now my j is getting incremented, j becomes 2. So 2 is less than 10, it will come here. Again what is happening? 1. My I remains 1, right? My I is not getting incremented. My I remains 1. 1 into 2 equals to 2. So 1 into 2 is 2 getting printed. Then again it will come here. J will increment by, J will become now 3. 3 is less than 10. So again it will come here. 1 into 3 is 3. Until and unless J becomes 10. When J becomes 10, it will enter here 1 into 10 equals to 10. Why? Because 10 is less than equals to 10. Now j is getting incremented to 11. So 11 is not less than equals to 10. So it will come out from this inner loop and will go to the outer loop. Now my I becomes 2. Now my I is getting incremented and I becomes 2. So 2 is less than equals to 3. Again it will come here. Again the for loop will start from, again the j will initialize with 1. Okay, because this for loop is again getting starting execution. So my j is getting initialized with 1. Now 1 is less than equals to 10. Okay, so it will enter here. So what is my I now? My I is now 2. So 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, again it will go here. 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 3 is 6. So my now again my I remains constant, that is 2, and my j is incrementing by 1 till 10. Again when j becomes 11, it will come out from this loop and it will go here. So my I is now 3. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 is less than equals to 3. So again it will enter here. See, again my I remains constant and this j is getting incremented from 1 to 10 and the multiplication of 3 is getting printed. Now again when j will become 11, it will come out from this inner loop and will go to the outer loop. Now my I becomes 4. 4 is not less than equals to 3, right? So it will come out from here and it will exit the entire program. Okay, the program will end. So that is the nested loop. Okay, so we have learned what is nested loop, we have learned what is for loop, what is while loop, what is do while loop, and what is infinite loop. Okay, if you don't give an implementation here, a for loop will also become a infinite loop. Okay, until and unless you give an implementation, it will always go to infinite loop. Why? Because there is, the condition will never be false, right? The condition will never be false. So that's how this happens. Okay, in the next class we will discuss the next chapter. Okay, thank you.